it is cycle day 7, and I started my surge last cycle on cycle day 8, so I know 7's early, but I actually did start testing on day 5 just to make sure that nothing funny was going on too early. But so I did start, and I had to buy the purple holder because Target was totally wiped out of the pink holder. But anyway, I cannot believe that I am doing this. I cannot believe I am testing for surge. I can't believe I ordered sperm. And that is all thanks to all of you who stepped up and donated to buy my sperm with me. I think I made just enough to add the rest of my own money, and I was able to get sperm, and it was on sale. My husband laughed. It was on sale for 30% off. It was a featured donor, and I've seen him before, but I kind of always passed over him. And so, but now I'm just like, I can't believe that it was like 30% off. So I'm excited. I can't get over the generosity and kindness of all of you for doing this for me. This is amazing. And so right now I'm going to test with an easy at home and then with the clear blue digital purple holder and see if the lines are getting darker. Okay, so check out how light that is. I don't know that I've ever seen one that light before. That is crazy. It almost doesn't exist. That is really, really light. It has not been exactly 5 minutes yet for that, but obviously this will be negative. So that's lighter than yesterday, but I'm day 7, so that's good, because I would love to ovulate on day 13 like the good old days. So let's see how light this line is. Okay, so very, very light. Almost can't even see it. So, very interesting. I would say this would probably be a first on day 7. So, I'm excited. I would love to ovulate on day 13. I am day 7 right now, so we'll see what happens. I will be back tomorrow with another test. Okay, so it is cycle day 8. And even though this is so light, it is getting darker. That is darker than yesterday. And so this I know will be an empty circle, but I'm just gonna keep doing the once a day in the afternoon on this from now on, because I have to make sure not to miss anything in case I get an explosion of surge, which I've done that before, where it's just out of nowhere, like a big change. So, okay. And we'll just see what the line looks like on this one. Okay, so I just took a picture and the app gave this a 0.15, which is really low. So that's not too surprising on cycle day 8. For me, I mean, I could be, last time I actually had my surge on cycle day 8. So here I am at cycle day 8 and we're having the opposite experience. But see, this is what I actually should be doing, not, surging now. Line should be picking up for me on cycle day 8 like this, not what has been going on. So I'm actually really encouraged by that. And then this is visible and is getting a little bit darker as well. So anyway, that is looking pretty good for me. I'm liking this, and I will be back tomorrow on cycle day 9. Also, here, let me turn the light on. Okay, that's a little bit better. Also, I got an alert on my phone about the FedEx delivery. So I tapped on it to get an update of where it is in the country. Right now on day 2, it was supposed to leave the cryobank yesterday. So on day 2, which is today, it should be either in Indiana or in Tennessee. It is still in California. It has been delayed 24 hours. I'm supposed to get it tomorrow, Friday, and they do not deliver on the weekends, which I don't understand that. They've never delivered on the weekends. Now, FedEx does, but I don't know, for some reason they don't with this, which is ridiculous. So, so to be delayed and not deliver on Friday, they would, if it was due on Thursday, I would get it on Friday, and that's what happened that one time in, I think it was November. So I'm going to call the cryobank right now and ask them what to do. Luckily, my lines are so light that I'm really not worried. I feel like with lines like these right now, if I have a steady increase throughout tomorrow and the weekend, I might not need the sperm until Monday or Tuesday anyway. Day 13 would be Tuesday, which is when I would love to ovulate. And if the sperm were delivered on Monday, then that would be perfect. But you don't know that, and I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow and Saturday. So anyway, just gotta love the drama. It's so irritating and draining, and this kind of stuff makes me so tired. So just makes me very tired. So anyway, I'm gonna call them and see what happens and what they say. So it is cycle day 10, and I took an LH strip just now, and it was pretty light diluted urine, and it is 11 o'clock, so I actually took it at 10:30. And I want to show it to you, and I want to explain to you what's going on. So this is what it looks like, and for all of you who are familiar with taking these tests, you know that this is not even close to being anything. This is super, super, super negative. This is probably the lightest line I've ever seen, and I want to tell you what happened. So, first of all, I am not upset at all. Okay, I'll explain to you what's going on. Today is cycle day 10 and cycle day 2 at the same time. So, last night, okay, so yesterday was cycle day 9. I even did a little intro video saying this is cycle day 9, let's take a test. Took the test, and it was light, just like this. And so I thought, wow, that's not even worth recording. And so I was gonna skip cycle day 9 at all, so that in this ovulation video, I was just gonna skip it all together and just maybe even, skip what I've done before and just go straight to cycle day 11 and 12 if I'm gonna ovulate later. Anyway, at 9:15 p.m. last night, so when I went to the bathroom to check on it, when I, brown with tissue. So old blood. So I was shocked. I'm staring at it going, wait a minute, what? Like, what? What's going on? What's going on? What is this? So I thought, my period basically lasted, and it was a good solid period, from cycle day 1 to 4. On cycle day 4, it was almost non-existent. And I thought, wow, that's a fast light one. That's a fast light. The period itself wasn't light, but it ended abruptly and became non-existent on cycle day 4. And my period always lasts until cycle day 6. So if anything, if you can relate to this, and if this is happening to you, I think you will appreciate this information. So yeah, nothing overdone on cycle day 4. Cycle day 5, 6, and 7, and 8, so it felt like it was progressing. My lines were very, very dark on cycle day 4 also. And I've been feeling the poking and the jabs in my ovaries. But yesterday I felt pricking in my uterus, which has been either implantation pricking for me in the past, or it's my lining starting to separate. And in this case, it was my lining separating. So I'm cycle day 10 today and cycle day 2. So I am cycle day 2 right now, and it has become a total, period. So what so here's the thing. There is a major snowstorm happening in the country right now, and I knew when I ordered this sperm that there was going to be trouble. And my sperm was supposed to ship out last Wednesday. Today is Saturday, February 5th. My sperm was supposed to ship out February 2nd, Groundhog Day, and was supposed to be here yesterday. It is still circling the local cities, the neighboring cities of the lab where it's stored, and it is basically hanging out in California in FedEx's possession. It has been doing that since Wednesday. And there's nothing I can do about it. I cannot have them, I cannot contact FedEx and have them take it back to the lab. I already called the cryobank, and she's aware of it and everything. And she said all I can do is when I get the sperm, if it's too late to inseminate, just send it back and get half off shipping, which is so irritating. But anyway, here's the catch. Because I have started another period, and I have been surging on cycle day 8 and 9 lately, and ovulating on 10 or 11, I might actually be able to just keep the sperm when they get here and inseminate next Friday or Saturday, because the tank is guaranteed through next Thursday. But I know from the past, because I have sent sperm back on that tank expiration day, it took 3 days to get back to the laboratory and was checked by the technicians, and it was the thumbs up that it's good, and they put it in storage and everything was fine, because they take the temperature. They take the temperature of the Dewar, and they check the vial to make sure that there was no thawing going on, and that the temperature stayed, I don't know what it is, negative 280. I mean, it's so cold. So the sperm are probably going to ship out on Monday, and they're going to get to me next Wednesday. And so I'm cycle day 2, so 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be cycle day 6. I have never seen a line this light before on a strip test, so I don't know what's going on. But I've just never seen it that light before. So anyway, that's what's happening. So this is kind of exciting, because I think I'm still going to be able to inseminate with this same vial without having to send it back. And this has happened before, where I did start, I had a period, had a couple days into the cycle, and before I ovulated, had another period. And that period was totally normal and solid, and I had a very solid ovulation after that. So I'm not upset about this. I'm kind of excited that I hurried up and started. I feel like my body I think we hit a reset button, and my body didn't like what was happening. We got rid of the old stuff, and because I'm feeling activity in my ovaries again. I had some poking happening in my left ovary just now, and so it's like, I think I'm starting over. Has this ever happened to you? Now I think this is my 3rd or 4th time that this has happened to me in a 2-year span. So it's happened before, but it didn't happen until like 16, day 16, cycle day 16 is when it happened. So interesting. When I was waiting for an ovulation test, I ended up starting a period instead. So anyway, that is what's happening right now. I wanted to give you an update to let you know what was going on, because so many of you donated and you're asking, and you guys are so awesome. And I just thank you so much. This sperm is not going to waste, of course. Of course, the sperm is not going to waste. If anything, I can send it back. If I'm not progressing and something strange happens, I have plenty of time to send it back, and they can keep it in storage until I'm ready to order it again. And hopefully there will not be any crazy snowstorms. You know, February is always a bad month. When we were in New Hampshire, the snow was coming in sideways, and it was the worst, stormiest month, you know, of the year. So it's hard to remember and be aware of what else is going on up north from us, because we're having such great weather here. Anyway, so that is it for me, and I will keep you up to date. I'm going to keep testing. I gotta get a few more of these strips, because I've stopped all digital testing. I am not wasting any of those on, you know, when it's looking like this, not even close. I'm not discouraged at all. I'm excited that I started a new cycle so quickly, because I feel like this is gonna be solid, and that I'm gonna have a good ovulation next week with the sperm just getting to me. So anyway, that is it, and I look forward to seeing you then, and we will do this again. So I will see you next week. Bye.